to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everyone. We're joined by Big Dave Manners, owner, operator of Big Dave's Guide Service. He's actually on the water right now over on the coast with clients chasing some salmon around. Any fish this morning, Dave?
We released a colored up one, and we've had a few opportunities. We actually had a bobber up today.
A bobber up?
Explain to everyone what a bobber up is. So that was haven't had one of those for a minute. So that was exciting. But we're it's gonna warm up here in about an hour. And I think we'll see a little more action. You know, that water, you get a degree and a half degree change in that water, and it definitely helps.
Well,
but then it gets cold again real quick after that.
Yeah, it does, man. And that cold over there on the coast is different. It just penetrates. I mean, it gets you. It gets right through you. Okay, so like I mentioned before we went out that last segment, folks that are watching, it's the end of November. And this doesn't have to be a response to necessarily coastal rivers up and down Oregon, because we've got dozens and dozens and dozens of them. But overall, if somebody's like, well, when should I start paying more attention to winter steelhead, what would be your response to that? Because you get a lot of questions, too. When you're out with all the addicted guys filming and you got your shows that you're doing with those guys, you get questions constantly. How would you ask that if somebody asked you that this morning?
Yeah, one thing you can do, you got to check your rigs too in your area. A lot of stuff will close here, December 1st. So then you might as well just be looking for steelhead. But you can downsize your gear, kind of like what I was talking about with this low clear water. But even if, you had higher water and you had some color in it, like your plug size, get down to 3.5s. I've gotten tons and tons of big salmon on 3.5s, and you'll still have opportunity to catch steelhead. Same thing with your jigs and stuff. I've landed plenty of salmon on steelhead jigs. So, put a shrimp on it. So you've got that going for you, and it kind of, I would say in areas you're fishing, as far as when to start targeting them, there's definitely, some systems that just have earlier fish, so that's going to probably, make that decision a little bit easier for you. Like, do a little research, and some places are just going to get earlier fish. And as we see the rains come, obviously that'll bring more in, but at least, for kind of my area, I don't get real excited till January anymore. And then it's cold too. But there'll be some around, and some areas will have more than others. But that's my take on it.
Okay, so if they're watching and you're getting excited, you want to get out there and start chasing some steelhead around, just like Dave mentioned, don't get too excited yet. I think we mentioned it yesterday, but there is absolutely no reason why you couldn't hit a river and find out what it's like right now when the water is low and clear, right? It can give you some great intel when the rivers come back around in a month and a half, month or so, when you get back out there to chase winter steelhead, because things always change. And who knows, like Dave mentioned, you might be able to come across one of those coastal fall Chinook if you're in the right systems, okay? Okay, so you already mentioned it. You don't get excited for winter steelhead until January. With your clients, I know that you're taking a little bit of break. You're heading over with Marlon and Cameron and the guys from Addicted. You're doing some filming somewhere. So you're going to be gone for a week or so. When you come back, are you going to get back to fishing, or are you taking a break?
Yeah, no, I'll fish a few days in December, but I try to take most of the month off. But it's first of the year. Pop Off and I will be right at it. We'll be in every day.
Yeah, I get it, man. And right now, you've got water that's forecasted to change all up and down the coast by Friday, Saturday. The forecast is to see some of your rivers up and down the coast to bounce about 2 feet. Some of them a little bit more than that, depending on what river system it is. Would folks that are watching, I know you're going to be gone, but folks that are watching next week, say Monday, Tuesday, after that bounce, would you say, hey, go fishing?
Yeah, well, you can't catch them on the couch, so there you go. But you can see some good fishing, but I kind of feel like just where we're sitting, where it's been low for so long, they're probably going to really move and scoot, and you know, but you never know. There could be some around. There could be some around, but I bet you're gonna see them really move and at least the Chinook and finish up their program.
Well, I will say, Ryan, what'd you say? Okay. Let's see. So what I was about to say is all you really need to pay attention to that I would say, everyone, if you do spend some time on those coastal rivers now going forward, leave fish alone that you might notice spawning, okay? If you see some fish up and down the river, I don't care what system it is, stay low in the systems if possible and leave the Chinook alone if they're in spawning beds or in that mode, okay? So just don't mess with them. Just please do us all a favor, yourself included, leave them alone. Okay, Dave, last question. For you and your buddy Nick, do you guys have any room for winter steelhead going forward?
Yeah,
you guys both booked up.
We still have a few dates left. And then, we got a couple guys that work for us too that are great. So we can always get you out. But yeah, I believe both of us still have a few days left. So yeah, give us a call. We'd love to get you out.
Well, there you go, everyone. If you have that opportunity to get out, I mean, there's some of the best fishing, obviously, in Oregon, Washington, no matter where it is that you spend your time, is with a professional up and down our coast. We have some great opportunities for winter steelhead. And if you ever had a chance to get out and go fishing with Big Dave, I've had a chance to fish with him a couple of times. Yeah, he's always a good time and knows exactly what he's doing. So good luck if you're able to do so. Dave, be safe out there, my friend. Good luck on your filming with the boys from Addicted. I hope it all goes well. We look forward to seeing that.
We're good. We're heading to the snowy upstate New York, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, who the heck cares about upstate New York?
We're going to go steelhead fish, just not here.
All right, very good. Dave, we love you, man. Thanks for spending some time, dude. Be safe. All right, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up and give you an idea what we got going on this upcoming weekend because it's another good one. We'll be right back.